Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Thank you all for being here today. I am back. It's Saturday, and I told you guys I was going to be on here today to make up for Thursday. Well, I'm here. I wanted to be here earlier, but I had to go to work today. I normally don't work on Saturdays, but I went to work because I have some stuff that's going on. Not on a negative, but just stuff that I have to take care of. So anyway, um, so I woke up this morning, right? Well, first of all, let's go back. Before I say any of this, I hope you guys, I don't want to be rude, I hope you guys are doing well and enjoying this beautiful day and that these messages are resonating with you and it's helping you. Because if it's resonating with you and I hope that you can apply some of the things that I discuss here on how it helped my life into your life and it can uplift you as well. So tune in and tell other people about these videos. Have them subscribe to the channel because every day there's a message, and perhaps there's a story that I tell on how I got through a certain situation and etc. So just tune in. You will always know when I'm live. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll always get a notification that I'm on live. And thank you all for subscribing. Many of you have, and for commenting. And just let's just keep this going. Keep in mind, this is a no judgment zone here. If anyone's into judging people, condemning them to hell, any of that, then this channel is not for you. Because we're here to uplift and to help others to grow, evolve, and to heal. That's what we're doing here on this channel. Perhaps if you're not into that, perhaps this isn't for you. So, with that being said, everyone, so last night was so cold when I went to bed. You know, um, I think it was 58 degrees, something weird like that. Woke up this morning, got ready, went to work. I had on long sleeve, but like a light long sleeve because it was still feeling a little cold. And then after a few hours, it got really hot and then I start to sweat. So I'm glad I always have like some extra shirts and things in my car, like I have on now, short sleeve, because before I didn't, and I was feeling hot even with the AC on. It's like with the long sleeve. So anyway, then on the road, I got caught in traffic because there was a three-car accident, and then the police was there redirecting traffic. And it seems like it's always something going on. People pay attention when you're driving. I actually one time saw somebody with their left leg hanging out the window while they were driving. One person was putting on her makeup and, with the visor down in a mirror, and she's looking into that. And I'm like, these people are not paying attention. Look at what you're doing because, it's reckless behavior and it's creating more accidents. So, because of that, I was really stuck. I wanted to be back sooner, but because of that, I had no choice. So, I'm here now, and I'm here as I said I would be. And it was beautiful out, it just got a little humid. And so, the day has been busy, really busy with a lot of paperwork and stuff. And I have to finish up something and then I can enjoy the rest of my time. And hopefully the Saturday stuff. I don't like working on Saturdays, but this was necessary. So hopefully, I don't have to do it too often. But with that being said, the topic of discussion, guys, is never settle for toxicity. Yesterday I shared some things with you guys in a video yesterday about my therapist and how it took him a long time to get me to open up about certain things. And we were talking about my mother yesterday, and I just got really emotional because she didn't have to pass away. It just COVID. I mean, she already, how do I say this? She was already compromised, with some health issues. But with the COVID, it just added and it just made it difficult for her to be here. And it's a loss. It's a huge loss. It's a void that I will fill forever because she's not here. No matter what kind of problems I have with my mom, or, of course we have problems, with people, and no matter who they are, we're going to have some issues. But I love my mom, and I just very sad at times that she's not here because there's so many things I want to talk to her about. Because what she instilled in me, even though I didn't want to hear it growing up, and even in my 30s, when she was talking to me about do certain things, do this, you have to prepare, etc., so forth, right? And I didn't do any of those things until after the fact. And this is why I talk a lot about anyone you have in your life, that you're close to, like your parents, etc. Um, we all are on borrowed time. Nobody is promised tomorrow. So, show your loved ones now and not after they're gone that you love them and how much they mean to you. Whether it's your spouse, whether it's your parents, your children, etc. Show them what they mean to you now and not after they're gone because it's too late at that time. Guys, speaking of that, I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Imitation of Life. It pissed me off so much how the daughter treated the mother that I couldn't, it was on not too long ago, and I just got mad and turned it off because her mother loved her deeply. And, then she wasn't, she was just ungrateful. But I don't want to tell the story in case anyone has not seen it. It was on TCM, the Turner Classic Movie Channel. And at the end, when her mom died, she was like all of a sudden missing her and loving her, but she didn't treat her well when she was here. And I think her mom died from a broken heart or something like that. But I don't want to go on with it. You guys get a chance to watch it, or for those who have, you know what I'm talking about. So it's just, you know, one of those things that make me say, hey, let us be on the path to treat each other good, to show love, to check on people and see if they're okay, and show them that they mean something to you, and that you care about them and love them, because it's too late after they're gone. No matter what the case is, once they're gone, it's just that's it. But anyway, I had a chance to talk to my therapist about certain things, and I got overwhelmed and was crying a little, and he was crying too, some of the things. And that kind of was a turning point for me because I don't trust too many people anyway. And for me to build up, it takes time. But he's a good therapist, I love the fact that he expressed to me over and over again how important it is for me to establish boundaries with other people, especially while I'm healing. Because when I was grieving, I at first when this happened, I don't want to, I was grieving really hard, and it was just difficult, and even though that's the case, it just I thought I had people who were around me who was going to be there to support me with what I was going through, but that wasn't the case. But my therapist, he worked with me to help me to understand the importance of setting boundaries. Because at first I was afraid to do that. And I was afraid to like step out and take certain chances with things that I needed to do. Like we all have certain challenges and things that happen in life, and I guess that's some of the things my mom was trying to get in my head. I mean, it was there. I just didn't want to hear it at the time. You know, anyone, you know how that goes. But it was instilled in me, So now I just do what I have to do instead of procrastinating and analyzing and overthinking. Just do what I need to do, and what I do is trust God. God, about to step out and do A, B, C, and D, and I need your help. And as I do that, and then I don't just say it, I go and do whatever A, B, C, and D is. And God take 2 and 3 and 4 steps right behind me because I am making an effort. I have I still do the work to heal because healing is an ongoing journey, you know. But it gets a little easier as you persevere and you're consistent. And that's what I don't stop. And when people want to stop you because you no longer because they no longer have access to you or you're not that same person that you used to be. Well, that's what healing does. It changes you, especially when you have traumatic situations on top of another that happens in your life. You can't go back. It changes you forever. And especially after you heal certain things, you are not the same anymore. It changes you for the better. And the people you left behind, especially those who are toxic or abusive, etc. They say A, B, C, and D about you, because you've changed so much. They don't like the changes within you. So they go and make up stuff about you and what you did or didn't do or whatever the case may be. It's not true. But they do that because they no longer have access to you. I had a lot of people who not just only had access to me, but I was subservient to them. I'm, being generous to them. Um, there's a scripture in the Bible I'm thinking about now as I talk to you guys. Do not give your pearls unto swine unless they turn again and rend upon you. And what that means, is that you can't give your love and your time and your generosity to everyone because people will some of these folks are not only are they not deserving of it, but they would turn around and shit on you because of it and then go and try to drag your name through the mud because of it. But the Lisa I am today, I don't have time for it. I just transmute it, talk to God about it, and say, God, this is, and if I feel some kind of way, God, I'm giving this to you because I made certain vows to you. And I don't play with God, people. I don't care what anybody else say or whatever. I tune that stuff out. But when I make vows to him, I am persevering through all the nonsense and toxicity to fulfill specific vows. Because listen, God has brought me from the ashes to nothing and brought me, you know, from A to B to C to D. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God. And I feel like I owe him everything. Not I feel like I do. And especially if I made vows to him, I'm going to follow through. Now, I talk about God a lot. I have a relationship with him, but I'm not a religious person who go to church all the time or sit in church, but I do have a relationship with God. And I don't feel like I have to be there all the time to have that relationship with him. And it took a lot for me to build the relationship with him. But now, because I had to be in a place of, down to the ground until I learned these lessons. Because I was given too much to too many people. And some of them did not deserve my time. Not only did they not deserve my generosity, they didn't even deserve my time, people, you know, because their intentions were not pure. And this is what I had to learn. This is what God sat me down to see behind the mask, to see who some of these people really were, and not what I wanted them to be. And I don't have to deal with that. What I needed to do was sit down, heal myself, look in a mirror, and tell myself that I'm worth it. And I want you guys to do the same. When you get up in the morning, thank God for getting you up, and then look in the mirror and tell yourself you are worth it. you know and the top title of this discussion today is never, excuse me, I'm getting tongue tied, it's a long day. Never settle for toxicity, because sometimes we settle, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, or, whatever it is, we settle for the toxicity because we don't want to be alone, or we don't want to be outside the box, or we want to be with the in crowd, whatever the case may be. And, those feelings of insecurities or whatever the case might be, we need to heal those things, because right now it's important not just to heal, but to love on ourselves, because that's the outcome as you start to heal and grow. And one of the ways, because I do talk a lot about healing, is just doing for yourself, redirecting. Healing to me is redirecting the attention from others and the toxicity, and redirecting that attention to myself, and putting all of the eggs in my basket, investing in me and building me up. And that's what I'm encouraging you all to do. Invest in yourself and build yourself up. Because if you're okay, then you can take care of everything else around you. And if people don't understand that you need to take care of yourself, especially if you've been through traumatic experiences like a domino effect, one right behind the other, you have to, it takes a wear and tear on your physical and mental health, and you have to heal those things. We're only human. We have to heal. And if people don't understand that, then what I would suggest is to set boundaries. Like my therapist tells me all the time, set boundaries. And I started to listen and do that, and I started to feel at peace as I did that. Because you guys, you are worthy of goodness, and for those, who have been in abusive relationships and situations, know that I understand. I've been in one myself 10 years, and then shortly thereafter another one. And now, after healing and doing the work to heal myself, I know I don't deserve that. And guys, you don't deserve it either. You deserve goodness and genuine love from others, and if they can't give you that, and they're not in a space to give that to you, okay, well, thank you very much. But I'm going to stay and over here to heal, and I'm going to redirect the attention from you and put that attention into myself, so that I can be at peace instead of in pieces. And that's what's important, you know. Um, I have notes as I talk, this little outline. No one has to settle for abuse, and I know what those things feel like, and sometimes it's like, oh, but he or she loves me and blah, blah. Know that someone beating the crap out of you, knocking you down, and, they need to heal, they need help. They're not in a space where they can have a relationship, and I'm talking from my own perspective, from my own experience of dealing with that. Like I shared certain experiences. The least I am today, I wouldn't put up that with that at all. Not an ounce of it. Because there's something wrong with someone when they have to hit another adult because they don't like something they did. And then it's very narcissistic. And then that person tell you, well, if you would have did what I told you, I wouldn't have to hit you and knock you down. And there's nothing realistic about this. This is something that is toxic and abusive, and it can lower your self-esteem. It can bring about a lot of negativity. And so what I choose to do is to leave that over there and to heal, as I've been doing. um, and as you start to heal, you start to feel better. You feel better, you do better. And one of the things that come with that, the benefits of that, is that you start to love on yourself, as we all should love ourselves. Because if you don't love yourself, you're going to settle for any and everything, because the insecurity within you is to say, well, I don't want to be alone. My friends over here, they have someone and I don't, and I don't have them. So Harry or Jet or Mary over here is interested in me. So, maybe I should go and be with them so that I'm not alone. That's an insecurity that needs to be healed within you, because we should never settle for less. If it's not for our highest good and it's bringing toxicity to our lives, then what if it's not enhancing our life? Then what is it doing? you know and I had to learn all of this, and it took a long time. And I learned to stand up for myself, stand up for myself and heal myself, and keep going. We're going to have days where you give up, you feel like giving up, or because, grief, can triggered grief can affect you at any given moment. For one moment, you could be okay and happy. Next moment, you can be balled up in a corner crying, and that's the outcome of grief. But you can continue to heal. The next day, get up and keep going. Embrace life to the fullest, people, instead of just existing. There was an episode of The Waltons that I watched. If anyone is familiar with the program, I watch them a lot if they come on Hallmark. I don't remember offhand the name of the topic, but it was Jason. If you guys know who Jason is, one of the sons. I like him a lot. He's like a gentle soul. There was a woman in a community who, I don't know if I think she lost her husband or something. I don't know if he passed away or whatever. She was a recluse living in this house alone, and Jason befriended her. And she rarely went outside for anything. She ordered her groceries or whatever. And Jason befriended her and helped her. So I'm talking about this because throughout the show, as I was watching it, I realized that she wasn't living and embracing life. She was just existing. And I'm saying to everyone, you know, let's heal. Let's stay in a place to heal instead of just existing. And if someone somewhere down the line has caused you a lot of pain, let's turn that into healing instead of bitterness. It's so easy, to get bitter behind people and situations that happen in our life. But know this, because at one point I started to feel that way until I started to heal. Know this, situations and people and things come into our life for a reason, a season, a lifetime, or a lesson. And I always emphasize lessons, because when we don't learn them, we have to repeat them. Because if you're dealing with a narcissist person or an abusive person, or a person, and then if you don't learn the lesson, you get out of that, and then you go and get with another narcissist like I did, you know and God sat me down and showed me, Lisa, when are you going to get it? When are you going to love yourself? And I started to do the work. And as I started to feel better, I did better. I started to take care of myself more, watch what I eat, and I go and exercise. I didn't get a chance to do it this week because it's been a busy week, but I'll be right back at it next week, God's willing, and taking care of myself, watching not to drink too much coffee, not to have so much sugar, maybe substitutes of this instead of that, and I grow from the things that I learned and the lessons that I've learned, people, because I've went through them over and over again. I rode that wheel and kept riding it until the wheel fell off, you know, and I had to learn that my circumstances and situation is not changing because I'm not learning the lesson. When I started to face why I was doing this through therapy and to set boundaries and to take a stand and to do the work, then I started to see the results. It didn't happen overnight. It was very slow, but I saw the results as I continue to persevere, and it's important to do that. Love on yourself, and certain things that help me besides prayer is meditation, music, um, embrace life to the fullest, people. One day at a time, one step at a time, instead of just existing. And never allow anyone's toxic or negative behavior to bring bitterness within you. You can heal that and redirect that focus into yourself and leave these people where they are. If they don't want to change for the better, leave them where they are. Redirect that focus onto you and invest in you, because you are worth it. Not saying they're not worth it, but if they're not willing to heal and do better, because as we heal, we do better. We know better, we do better. You know, redirect that focus into you, because you are worth it. And it's important to do so that you can grow, heal, and evolve. And then you can be a testimony to somebody else who's going through a particular situation, because you done already been through that and you healed it, and you could help them, because some of the things that help you to heal, you may be able to share with that person who is currently going through that situation, and it may help them and save their life. That's what's important here, because people allowing depression to set in, and then it goes into hopelessness. And we want people to know that they can heal and grow and evolve. It's so important to be at peace instead of pieces. That's the message today, guys. And I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'm going to go and rest now. And thank you for being here. I will be back here Monday. God's willing, I'm not sure what time, but please hit that subscribe button, because you'll get a notification as to when I'm here. So thank you all, and I'll see you Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. This is Elisa, always uplifting you and shedding love and light. Thank you, guys. Bye for now.